everyone, I'm Starrett. We're here at the CrossFit Games. We're going to take a shot at the main site workout today. We're here with Eris, who is our demo athlete. And the workout today is going to be pretty simple, all variations on a simple theme. We're going to see 5 sets of 3 of power snatch, 5 sets of 2 of snatch balance, and then 5 singles of snatching. And we're going to call this full snatch. Now, keep in mind, we have Eris here. It's the games, it's hot. So what we want to remind you is that there's a lot of flexibility and utility in the programming. So it doesn't mean you have to max out. Now I have an athlete here who knows her jumps. She has a good idea of where she is. If I'm working this in a class setting, what I'm thinking to myself is, hey, I'm going to use these 5 sets of 3 to go ahead and work to a heavy triple if I have a general population class. Because it gives me lots of chances to do all of these singles. Single, 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 rest, single, 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 rest. And I can get a lot of repetition in, building to something that feels sporty for a triple. If I have an athlete who knows these jumps, she's going to be more comfortable about knowing, hey, this is what's going to be appropriate, and as she gets to know her body. So she's already jumped to 85 pounds. That's great. I'm going to trust her on that because she's already a good athlete who knows herself. Show me the pause. Excellent. Make sure you have that full foot before you stand up. Let's see if we can make sure that you're keeping that foot pressure pushing through before you rock to your heels, okay? Push through that full foot. Full foot push. Great. Recover. Excellent. So she's starting to add load. We're starting to see some variability. We're giving her a chance to wobble around and feel it. And you saw in the last rep, she was kind of all over the place. She's getting weird input from these shoes. But what she did was just paused, found that position, which is what I'm looking for. Can she come back to that core center so that as it gets heavier or faster, she always has a way to feel? Fantastic. Load it up. Let's go for the next one. Great. What we're looking for is our athletes to never need a coach. That they understand what our goal was today. And she was like, oh, I rushed that, I was on my heels. Yeah. And that's the difference when it's a max effort for the high-level athletes being able to not end up making a mistake or practice position. That was great. Let's move to snatch balance. And again, what we're thinking about when we're saying snatch balance is from this up position, we're going to go ahead and just work on pushing under the bar into a full snatch. What this does is it gives our athletes a chance to work in shapes and positions that they may not love. Love it. Just a double? You want to take one more there? All right. Where do you want to go? One of the ways I like to get more work in with my athletes, if they have the skills, is that she has a rack available where she could rack it, but we're going to take it from the ground. So it gives us some more volume, a little bit more training, and it may limit the total load some of my athletes can have. And if you're at home and you need to limit yourself, if you can't take it from the ground, maybe that's a great way to don't take it. Don't take it. But if she needs to take it from the ground, we can. Again, we're using light loads here. She can snatch over 200 pounds. We're working on that bottom position. Push yourself deep. Excellent. Is that as deep as you're going to receive it on a big staple snatch?
On the heavy one. Yes.
Okay. So I'm asking her, is she working in the positions? She loves that hip crease below the knee, but you know, go ahead and say recover, fantastic. That one of the things we saw on that kind of SOTS press is that when we put her in that end range where she was missing some of her competency there, we saw some wobble. So what she's done is she's starting to work in her ranges where she does her best work, where she's her most stable self. I'm just trusting her there. She's an athlete, knows how she feels and what's going on. So if that's the position she wants to work to, that's what we're gonna work to. All right, so this time, she's doing such a good job on her foot position, shoulders look stable. I want her just to think she's doing a great job pressurizing. Let's just make sure that you're getting a good pressure. Now as a coach, because we're introducing a dip with this upright torso, I want to make sure that when she compresses, there's still no wobble. So it's another opportunity. So even here, as a warm-up set, we could even pause, make sure she has that foot, then recover, and then go ahead and do it. So do that little pause in there.
You're trying to get me.
Don't do it, just give me a pause, then stand up. So I'm just making sure she can feel that, and you can see she's losing her big toe here. So let's see if you can find that big toe. There you go, stand back up. Now do it.
With the pass?
Yep, full snatch. Great. And if you can smile and have a good time when you're doing snatch balances, you're an incredible, fun athlete to coach. Give me one pause. Great, recover. Oh, you can do that too, we'll take it. Superstar, good, recover. Awesome. So just because we're starting to get into our sets and we're moving, I'm gonna just go ahead and call that our third set, even though one was at the bar, right? We don't have to be so kind of pedantic about, hey, I didn't get that work set. She's taking these jumps because really what we're trying to do is prime her doing a skill transfer exercise for the next movement. What you saw there was I can drop in a feeling exercise right in the middle. Hey, just show me that pause, that dip. Torso's upright, she can feel her feet. And what you saw was that she owned that already and just went right into the next movement. Totally fair game. So we're in our fourth double. She's taking a little jump. Again, we're using this opportunity to simplify the system, to give her a chance to just keep it simpler as she presses down so that we can challenge that bottom position. No pause, just do it. Excellent. Love that pause in the bottom. Make sure that when you go, you're going.
Okay.
Push through that full foot. Good. And the intention that time was a little different. Instead of just being casual and slow, go and dump it. Casual and slow, what you saw was, hey, she moved her feet a little bit more. So she's thinking about a lot of things, there's camera going on, but what ended up happening was when she decided, hey, it's time to make it a little serious, a little faster. Great, we got one more in you?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You want to stay here?
Yeah, let's just stay here.
Perfect. Again, remember, it doesn't always have to be heavy. Of course, this is relatively heavy for me, but the idea here is it gives me an opportunity to work on positions and shapes. And again, I'm getting in a volume. She's power snatching this. She's spending time under tension. We're priming for the last singles. Feet. You all right?
Yeah, good. Sweaty back.
Full foot pressure. Feel those feet. Excellent. What'd you think?
Good. I tend to rip the bar off the ground, so the cues to like really engage the feet in the ground is excellent for me.
Notice that was an open question. I have no agenda. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What's your interpretation? I want to make sure that you're thinking about delaying the knowledge of results, and I'm not charging in right away. I want my athletes to give me feedback. What's feeling great? What do you like? All right, so as we move into this last set of 5 singles, what do you want to do, and what are you thinking about for these 5 singles?
Yeah, like I said, I tend to rip the bar off the ground, which is why you see sometimes that my butt goes without my shoulders. So I'm literally just going to focus on driving with my legs to get the bar overhead.
Sounds good. Let's see if we can do it. Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the 25 or the 45s.
How'd that feel?
Good. It was a little shaky at the bottom, like I said, like you've been saying, not in the right shoes for this. So I felt the rock of the toes, but I made sure to even it all out and add the pressure in all the spots before standing up from lift.
That's all we can care about. In this programming block, there is so much time to drill, to work on things, to eddy out, to park something out, and still be moving along. You don't have to get it out. We can get a ton of volume in, have the athlete walk away feeling like, hey, I was able to feel something, complete the lift. Very simple. Remember, this programming is a template off of which you can slow down, move up, pause, iterate, and basically rinse, wash, repeat forever. Hey, great job. Thank you so much. Such a pleasure.
Yes, my pleasure.